What's going on, everybody? This is Dave from Post Rock Promo. I'm here with Eat Your Own Head from Norwich, England. How's it going, guys?
Hey man, not bad.
Hey man,
Really appreciate you guys coming on. Let's dive right into it. So when and how did you guys form?
Tom, you like to explain.
it was about 2017-ish, I think. Me and Ash had been known each other from playing in different bands. And yeah, I'd always sort of said, "Oh, we'll start a rock band one day. Oh, we'll start something heavy. Let's do this." Because it was like we've been playing lots of reggae and ska and that kind of thing. And yeah, just got a text message from Ash one day just saying, "Should we stop fucking about and do this rock band?" And we started jamming, and then we were off.
Very cool. So you guys released Poltergeist in October. How's the response been?
Yeah, I think it's been pretty good, really. That was kind of it's quite an odd track for us to stick out. We're fully aware, but it was just kind of because we changed our band name to Eat Your Own. We used to be called Hank before that, and it was more of a way of us to have something to release whilst announcing our new name at the same time. Really.
Yeah, it gave us a little bit of freedom, I think, because usually we'd like most bands, you kind of think about which track's going to go down really well, what a radio would like to play out of the tracks you have. But with this one, I think we had a bit of a love affair and a bit of a hate affair with this tune. Sometimes we've hated it so much, and sometimes we love it. Yeah, but I think it's slowly getting there where we all just really love it. So yeah, it was a chance to release something a bit strange, really, something that wouldn't usually be a kind of single. So yeah, that was fun.
But yeah,
It's fun to make a silly video for it as well.
Yeah,
that kind of came out of nowhere, didn't it? That was kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, I think it's generally gone down pretty well. Probably a little better than maybe we thought, which is good.
That's awesome. Who do you guys record it with, and how was the process?
So we recorded with our mate Mikey, who's a producer based in Norwich here. We actually did it kind of live in our old rehearsal studios, and then just overdubbed the vocals afterwards, and that was great. We just spent the whole day just on this one track, because it was technically quite difficult for us to play at that time. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and working with a close mate made it really easy, and the mixing process as well was just fine. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Very cool. So you guys are from Norwich. How's the scene there? Do you guys have a favorite local band, a favorite venue?
I'm really into Dr. Clyde.
Yeah, I'd have to say Dr. Clyde is probably my favourite local band.
Yeah.
I'll have to send
that's
you.
the one I think of mind.
Yeah, I'll send you a link to them on Facebook, Dave, because they're quite hard to find. They're quite they're not really a band that promotes themselves.
Yeah.
They're quite underground.
Yeah.
I know a few of those bands.
Yeah, they're absolutely quality, but no one knows about them really. That's the sad thing. There's also some quite good rock bands coming up in Norwich. Well, one of them's a bit more pop punky. They're called Other Half. They're really good live. And there's also a band that I think a young band called Sleemo, who are getting better and better all the time. They're kind of like heavy rock, grungy type stuff.
Yeah. Red Mar, they're pretty cool. They're very proggy. We got a lot of people trying to do some weird stuff in Norwich. I think it tells you something about the place. Yeah.
You're trying to spice things up a little bit, keep things interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely, there's a lot going on if you know where to look.
Yeah, you build the scene in Norwich. It's a bit for people in America. Norwich is in the middle of nowhere, so it kind of but it's kind of a vibing city. So people kind of build things up from the ground up there, and keeps things alive. So for the size city it is as well, it's got a lot going on. So yeah, I think it kind of its location maybe helps breed some of the cool stuff going on there. in a weird way.
Yeah.
Being normal is overrated.
Absolutely.
Oh.
So who are your biggest influences?
I think we've all got lots of different ones. Like,
That man behind me, Mr. Hendrix, probably one. Radiohead.
yeah.
Even though we
Bands
sound nothing like either of those artists.
I love like heavier things like Tool and Metallica, Pantera, that sort of thing as well. So I guess I bring some of that sort of heaviness with my influences. But then yeah, just everything. Yeah, from Hendrix, Radiohead, all kinds of stuff.
And then Ben, you kind of go a little bit more down different route to us as well with your drums.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm a big fan of my ultimate band is Funkadelic Parliament, who did a lot of crazy stuff in the 60s and 70s, going through all the prog rocky stuff to the super funky, like building the new like hip hop scene back then. So yeah, no, I've always loved them, and I love their strangeness as well. They always take a different turn to what you think they're gonna. But yeah, I love lots of I like a little bit of I think the in fact the kind of new jazz scene in London that's popping off as well. I feel like we all listen to a bit of that, and sometimes when we want to do something a bit weird in our songs, or we want to put some kind of strange pause in it, I feel like we've got a few ideas from those kind of top guys. So yeah. But yeah, we don't sound like that at all.
Yeah, it's weird. Basically, it all comes together into our own little sound. We never sit there and say, let's make a tune that sounds like this. You know what I mean? It's just see what comes out.
Yeah.
So if you could tour with one of them, which one?
Oh, well, obviously we'd have to make it a really massive band so we can play to loads of people.
Dream sport for me is Deftones.
Radiohead.
Queens of the Stone Age or something like that. I don't know.
I'll go with either of them. That's great.
Yeah.
I'd love to go on tour with anyone though, basically. Sign me up.
Yeah.
What about you?
Who's me? Who's
Ben.
Is that me?
You, Ben.
Oh, cool.
Dan, what about you?
Oh yeah, no, I think it'd be, in this day and age, to support Radiohead would be the coolest thing ever, wouldn't it? But to be honest, like in terms of like the UK scene and things, like there's some really cool bands around, like a bit different from us, but I feel like it kind of fits in because we're a bit different ourselves. People like Black Country New Road, or I would love to play with Tosca, but they split up. If anyone knows Tosca out there, check it, or doesn't know, check them out. So yeah, I think those sort of like bands in the UK are what we aim for. Physics House Band is another one. An Alpha Male Tea Party, repping Tom Peters out there. He recorded our album. Love to play with you guys. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So now I'm going to ask you guys some non-music questions. It's a good way for me to get to know you. I did this for the other bands I interviewed. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. First one, favorite sports team?
Man United.
Yeah, United or Celtic.
I
Don't
don't
really
really
like
watch many team sports.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. Yeah, he's a force of nature. Yeah, let's go with that. Ronnie O'Sullivan. That's not a team, but it's a man. He's more myth than man.
I'm gonna have to Google him now.
He's a snooker player.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's a fucking legend. I love him.
Suppose we probably should have said England though, shouldn't we?
What's that?
Yeah.
Should have said England is our favourite sport.
Just don't bring it up, Ash. It still hurts.
Yeah. I don't know. I would go for I don't watch team sports. Sorry guys, but I I guess if you could put two tennis players together, then just put like, I don't know, Roger Federer and Djokovic in the team, and then you're all good.
You can't go wrong with them.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be really cool. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
If you could be any superhero, which one?
Oof. I mean, I don't know. It's one of them. Is Batman a vigilante or a hero? Like, I like the fact that he's still human. He hasn't been like, you know, bitten by a spider or like had some weird experiment done to him. He's just got loads of expensive toys. I like that.
Yeah, that was going to be my pick purely because I think the only like superhero films I like are the Chris Nolan Batman trilogy.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
mind being Spider-Man without any of the responsibilities.
Yeah.
Just dart around the city shooting your webs off for fun.
Which one would you be? Would you be Andrew Garfield? Would you be Tobey Maguire or Tom Holland?
Well, I've only heard of Tobey Maguire, Tom whatever. So it'd have to be him.
Yeah, Toby then, yeah. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think the worst thing about superheroes is all the responsibilities they have, and I can barely fulfill my own responsibilities to living a hygienic and pleasant life. So I'd probably go for Ant-Man, because Ant-Man, he doesn't have no one even knows he's there. Like, you can just do what you want. But what I think is great about Ant-Man is you could just go to the airport, just go really small, catch a free plane somewhere, like hop off the other end. You can just go anywhere in the world. You could go get into a cool gig or whatever. You just like make yourself really tiny, get in there, expand. Like, that's just like the coolest superhero, I think, really. For somebody
He's
who
one of
doesn't
the
want to
most
help.
underrated superheroes out there.
Yeah.
That movie
Huh?
was so good.
Well, Ant-Man.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, no, it's not bad, is it? Like, but I can't get the fact that Paul Rudd is just like the dude out of Friends, so it does. Yeah.
I thought Paul Rudd killed it.
Paul Rudd's great, man.
He's
Paul
really
Rudd is
great
great.
actor.
Yeah. I think so.
If you were stranded on a desert island, what 3 items would you want to have with you?
Bag of ganja.
Yeah, big bag of ganja. Maybe
Nah,
a bottle of rum. Yeah, I don't know. And a
Seriously, it'd probably be
Good work.
a fridge. No, hold on. You can't have a fridge.
I'll just have 3 copies of Kid A on vinyl, but no vinyl player.
Cheese. Don't know, man.
So that's a hard one.
It'd probably be something like if I go for like a serious answer, it'd probably be like a generator, a satellite receiver, and like the device that you can message on, and then you can just ring them up and tell them where you are, or like that you need help.
You just got really serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, desert islands sound like help.
What? I like Ben's answer. It's good.
Not a good time.
What about the rest of you guys?
Whoa! I just wanted to see it.
A lighter, so I could make fire, so I can boil water.
Yeah.
That's the essentials, isn't it? And then some shit.
Fish, maybe fishing, hunting.
Yeah, knife. A good knife. Be good.
Some milk.
A lighter. Sans milk. Knife, lighter, milk, a cup of tea.
That's the ticket. Freedom.
If you guys could go back in time and talk to one world leader or person of influence, who would it be?
Ooh. Um,
I like the way you just wade into here, Tom, as if you know what you're going to say. And then you're like, good work.
Harold Hardrada. He was quite a badass, wasn't he?
Who's that?
Like was he Saxon or?
no, he was the dude that got defeated by William the Conqueror.
Yeah. But I can't remember any details, so it's pretty pointless me even bringing it up. But I'm going to press on like I do know stuff about it, even though I don't. I think he had a really amazing life. Like he was like a mercenary or something like that. This is all going to be completely wrong. But yeah, look him up. I'd have a chat with him.
Yeah.
There you go. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
I mean, you said person of influence. I mean,
He can
I mean,
be
they-
a dead musician.
influenced everyone, but influenced me. Like, I'd love to go back and have like a bass lesson with Cliff Burton.
Nice.
That'd be sweet.
Or yeah, just to meet him would be ace. Yeah, guy's a genius.
I think, do you know what? I mean, I would go see, like, I mean, if you could go see anyone in the past, like, you'd like, I'd probably go meet a musician like Hendrix or Bob Marley or something, you know. But if I was going to go back to like somebody that's just like super, like influential or whatever, probably go meet Jesus, wouldn't you? Like, I mean, like, why wouldn't you go meet Jesus? I mean, that would just be the ultimate trip. But at the same, I don't know, maybe you dial that in and then nothing will come up. Find out. Yeah, but I'd go see Jesus and have a chat with Jesus, see if he's like what he's made out of, like, is he, there? What's he doing? What's he saying? Who's he meeting? Yeah, go on a little tour with him. But yeah. Ash?
You've already said, man, Jimmy, I think. I'd love to just hang out with Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, yeah. That'd be the cool
Just
one.
because I love him so much, really. And
Yeah,
I'd give him a kiss. I love him that much, I think.
That's awesome. All right, guys, last question. What are some places in Norwich that visitors should check out
Generally, or music-wise?
in general?
Ooh.
Mousehold Heath. It's pretty nice. Good view of the city.
Yeah.
Top of the hill. Yeah, the Riverside Walk by Cow Tower. It's lush.
You should come around my flat as well. I've got this pretty sweet pool table.
Yeah, Jordan Flat. That's known in Norwich.
Yeah,
That's where you want to go.
not for the right reasons.
There's some nice pubs. Fat Cat pubs are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the waterfront. That's where we're playing the scene, and it's lovely there. I do enjoy it with the Norwich Arts Centre.
Wherever
Best
we're
thing
doing a gig, that's where you should check out.
Yeah.
For
Basically.
sure.
You'll have to take me to those places when I get back over there.
Yeah, definitely.
Dave?
Yeah.
Any idea when you coming?
The plan is next summer.
Awesome.
Oh, awesome.
Next summer, the plan is to go back over to Europe. I just gotta
Oh.
figure out exactly where I'm gonna go.
Great.
Cool.
Man.
If you're in Norwich, hit us up. We'll be about. We'll be up for a beer, I'm sure.
Sounds good.
Yeah, totally. Where did you play last in Norwich? You said you've been here before.
Can't remember.
I think the venue that we played at was I think it was like Thunderbirds or something like that. I think that was the name. I forget.
How long ago was it?
This was Norwich was 2014.
Yeah, I must have been about on the scene around then, surely. But
I'll
Just
have
go
to go and
walk.
check and see if I can find the flyer for it.
yeah, I'd love to know where it was actually.
Well, the venue was pretty cool. Like I remember it being in like downtown, or it was like right past downtown. But
Yeah.
I remember it being like pretty small, and there was a bar in the back, and then there was a stage in the front.
Brick makers,
What's that?
brick makers.
I think that's it. I think
Oh.
that's it.
Yeah,
It's just-
That's not a venue
yeah.
anymore, right?
Oh,
Yeah, no,
it
yeah,
nearly closed.
Oh, it
they
still
were gonna
is.
close. They were gonna close, and then they got saved. Yeah, like I think there's a big like community effort to save it as well, so that was cool.
Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think I remember seeing that on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really glad that happened because I really enjoyed my time there, and you know, the people were there were really cool. Like the fans were really cool, and the bartenders were really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
The city
That's
was
like 5
cool.
minutes away from my house, brick makers.
What's
Well,
that?
I'm like 5 minutes away from there.
Oh,
right
that's
now.
awesome. Then why the heck were you not at the show? You guys are slacking. Why weren't any of you guys at the show?
Yeah. Sorry, man. Next time.
Yeah,
Next time.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, just to say, if anyone in America watches this, better explain that like if you can't understand Ash, or maybe any of these other boys, it's because they're from Suffolk. And the Suffolk accent is a certain type of accent in the UK. So
There are
you-
different accents over there.
Yeah.
You've heard it before. You have
I've heard
now.
it.
Yeah, it must be. It's quite confusing just being even from this country when you go around, let alone being from America coming over here.
And then there's also a difference between the English and the Welsh, and the Welsh and the Irish, and the Irish and the Scottish.
Yeah. Big
They're all awesome. I love all the accents.
I like your accent too, Dave.
I appreciate it. It's funny because when I was over in England, my friends, they thought that I sounded like I was from California. I'm like, no, I do not have a California accent. I don't talk like I'm from California. And they're like, no, that's really what you sound like. You sound like you're from California.
Whoops.
Nah, not to me, man. Not to me.
I appreciate it. It's all good. I was just I was giving them a hard time, but I really appreciate you guys coming on and chatting up. The support means the world to me.
No worries, Dave.
That's good, man.
Having us. Blast.
Anytime. And so for the people that are going to watch this later, where can they find you guys at?
So you can find us on all the normal things these days: Spotify, Facebook, Instagram. Just type in our name and you should find us. Eat your own head.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll chat soon.
Cheers, mate. Speak soon.
Yeah, all the best.
Cheers.